Peter Delapenny here with Kenya opening batsman Duncan Allan after his side's 9-wicket victory over the USA here in Abu Dhabi at the 2012 ICC World 2020 qualifier. Congratulations
Thanks.
on the win. You have been one of the top batsmen over the course of the tournament for Kenya. You top scored in several games. You were tied for the top score today with 34 not out. You guys had a rough start to the tournament, but now you've bounced back. You've had 3 wins in your last 4 games. What have been the keys to kind of getting back on the winning side of things here?
Well, I think that generally as a team we're not very consistent. That's probably our biggest problem. One day we can fire like we did today, and then we can have a day like yesterday where we lose 9 wickets for 24 runs. So I think that's our main issue. But going forward, that's what we need to solve. So yeah, the last 3 out of 4 games we've been lucky enough to fire, but unfortunately it's a little bit too late. We didn't fire in the first 2.
Ahead of this tournament, you guys played a series of matches against Ireland.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys were struggling for runs in that tournament, but you've picked up and found some form here. And if you're not leading the team in scoring, you're right near the top. But what has been the key for you in terms of turning that around and finding some form?
Well, I think when you go through a patch of form like I did against Ireland, where I couldn't find a run, it kind of emphasises to you how important it is when you do find some form to make sure you make the most of it. And that's what I've kind of been trying to do the last few days. It's now that I've got some touch back, it's about just going on and not throwing your wicket away and just capitalising and getting as many as you can.
You were tied for second in runs at the Under-19 World Cup qualifier in Ireland, yeah, and you were named player of the tournament at that event. Since then, you've been going to university in Australia,
yeah, and
you've been playing club cricket there. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How much has that done in terms of helping your development as a cricketer?
It's been huge. I only managed to play half a season in Australia for first grade cricket, but it's a really good standard and you learn a lot. I played a lot of 2-day cricket, which I hadn't played that much of, where you learn to bat for long periods of time and try and bat for a day and stick it out like that. So in that sense, it's been fantastic. And obviously playing on bouncier wickets and against some good quick bowling has been a new learning experience. I think at associate level, there's a lot of good medium pacers and a lot of spinners, but you don't really get to face the kind of late 130s, early 140s kind of bowlers. Whereas in Australia and in first grade cricket, you get that quite regularly, which has been good practice.
You guys have one more group game tomorrow. It's going to be very difficult, if not impossible, to finish in the top slots to qualify for the playoffs. But what is your approach for that match tomorrow and over the course of the rest of the time here for your side in Dubai and in the UAE?
Well, I guess I'm not sure if it is possible for us to qualify anymore. I don't think it is, so I guess the aim is very simply to try and win every game from now. We don't need to really bother about net run rates and things like that, just take every game, win it. So we know Uganda quite well. We played them just before this tournament, and yeah, we know them quite well. We'll have some game plans and take it game by game.
What are some of the things you'll take out of this tournament in terms of trying to build off of this for the next year and a half as Kenya plays in the Intercontinental Cup and tries to finish in the top 2 in terms of the 50-over qualification for the World Cup?
Well, I mean, I've learned quite a lot from this tournament already about what you have to be able to do to go at associate level and score a lot of runs. So in that sense, it's been good, and I guess basically it just comes down to a lot of belief and believing that I can do it at this level and showing it, proving it. I hadn't really proved it up until the start of this tournament, and hopefully I'm not done yet.
Okay, Duncan Allan from Kenya, thanks a lot for your time.
Yeah,